last time FX strategist Anders Eklof from Swedbank spoke to DukascopyTV, he had quite a stable outlook for the euro-dollar. Well, I'm joined with him again now to see what's changed in the markets and in terms of forecasts. Anders, last month you were expecting the euro-dollar to stay pretty range-bound during the next year, between 140 and 142. But now you're expecting the euro-dollar to find support at around 135 over the next 3 months. Why do you think that? And moving slightly further afield, now what are you expecting over the next 6 to 12 months?
We had the expectations before, actually, that that the euro and the dollar would counterbalance each other due to their own domestic issues and problems, and we also believe that there was some central bank flows to be buyers on the dips. Now, because we have seen ECB change a little bit tone much quicker than we thought before, we see actually more downside risk. We think that the ECB have discounted that there will be massive austerity package through Eurozone next year that will keep growth in check. So we have a forecast still 135 range to hold, but the risk is definitely to the downside compared to that forecast of 135. We have like 130 in 12 months, so that's more like the medium to a little bit longer term view that the euro-dollar can see more downside.
Let's talk about one of the Scandinavian pairs now. What about the US dollar Norwegian krona? What are your short, mid and long-term forecasts for this pair? As I understand, you're expecting a level of 592 in a year from now.
I mean, we see a very slow, gradual move up higher in the dollar Norway, and the reasons for that is that we see some changes in the outlook for the euro dollar mainly, and we believe also that the Norwegian and Swedish krona, they are pro-cyclical currencies. We are not convinced that they will be strong if we see some more sour global outlook for next year. So that's the main reason that we see it going slightly higher to the higher side. We also believe that Norges Bank is not keen to accept a stronger Norwegian krona due to safe haven flows, or like called safe haven flows, if we see the economy moving slower, the global economy. Once again, with the euro NOK, we would say that there is also possible chance that we are in a good enough modeling through scenario where perhaps the ECB might even have to cut rates and the Norwegians and the Swedish central bank stay on hold. In such scenario, we could see some stronger Scandi currencies versus the euro, but we still believe that the Swedish krona and Norwegian krona, they will be affected by weaker global growth.
Okay, interesting. And what about pound Swissy? What kind of range are you expecting this pair to trade in say 1 month, 3 months and 12 months time?
I mean, we don't have any really strong opinion about the pound Swissy rate, because obviously, I mean, the euro Swissy now is capped on the downside. We think that they will hold on to this type of peg, and we don't believe that the euro Swiss will go much higher in the very short term. But there is a risk, if you go a little bit further out, maybe there is a little bit outside. So upside, we believe some kind of 141, 148 in 3 to 6 months, and that's a little bit gradually higher. And but we don't have strong opinions on this cross actually.
Thank you very much, Anders. There's some great insight there for our traders about what to potentially expect over the coming months. Now, that's all for today's Targets in Focus, but there'll be more financial interviews throughout the week, so stay tuned.